Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another game of Age of Empires. It's Arena. We're going to speed through the Dark Age, and this is a very special game for me, and I think it'll be a special game for you as well. Now, why is it a special game for me? You notice up here, 1390 ELO. This is just about as high as I've ever been. I'm headed for 1400, and if we set the stage earlier last week, when I was playing these games, early in the week, I got within one game of 1400. Then I fell down all the way to 1300. Later in the week on Saturday, I reached all the way to 1400. Again, 1398, and dropped once again 3 games in a row. Here I am. It's Sunday. Through some good fortune, I have regained my elo to 1390. Good fortune, I say, because the first game I played that day was Nomad. And on the Nomad game, my opponent disconnected, giving me my first win. On the second game, I won an Arena. And here we are, Arena once again, headed toward 1400 elo for the first time in my life. Now, why is it a special game for you, you may ask? See how it's a special game for me, but not for you. Well, for you, we have a conversation about monks. Monks are strong. There is no doubt about it. Monks are one of the strongest units in the game. And here we have the Bengalis up against me. I went random civ, random into the Goths. I was almost always go random civ. That's the way the game should be played. It's more fun that way. But I went random civ, random into the Goths. And I'm up against the Bengalis. Now I'm thinking to myself, the Bengali monks, crazy, crazy strong. And they are. I was thinking I wouldn't get any relics, so I wanted to rush Castle Age and grab a relic or two, and then just boom. That's my game plan headed into this. Jamio-san, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have randomed into his civilization. He's got a plan, and it is a fun one. Let me tell you, you'll see it before too long here. So I'm just curious to see how clean my build is. You can see I'm actually down a bit on res collected here. My boar I accidentally killed out from underneath the TC. Easy thing to do with the Goths. They kill the boar very quickly. So I'm falling behind in res collected. But of course, the boar coming in just popped me right back ahead. A little bit of an awkward build for me, but I am a villager ahead here, as Jamio-san has had a full 28 seconds Vital Town Center time. That's a nice little advantage. And you can see the res collected beginning to climb because of that. Little scout fight here. He's chasing me. I haven't noticed. I just have my guy running around on auto scout. I'm going to notice here as soon as he hits. I notice. Try to get a hit back. Take another hit. Not great. Not ideal here. But I know I'm almost to feudal age. I take the fight early, but then he's in feudal age as well. I've got to run away. Would definitely lose that scout fight. He follows me. Boom. Under the TC. Now that moment right there really matters, okay? That really matters. We've got idle TC time going off, and you can see, boom, on the way up, 15 seconds of idle town center time, and I'm on the way up to the next age. Behind in, or ahead in villagers now. Sorry, behind in villagers now, as Jamio-san is staying down now. That I want to talk about. What did I do there? How did I recover? That little garrison cost me some food. My villagers weren't working. My balance wasn't quite right. I had just a touch too much wood, and the balance wasn't right. I sold some stone, bought the food, went up. Well, that is not a great thing to do. That really cripples your economy. You don't prefer to do that. And I had 15 seconds of idle TC time. I could have just got another villager. Well, I did it for a very particular reason. All right. That reason was I need to get a relic or two, or I really want to get a relic or two, not give up all 5. And I'm figuring Jamio-san is playing a normal game. Now you can see over here at his base, he's not, look at all these villagers on gold. He's going heavy into monk play. It's clear from all these villagers on gold. I can't see that. I don't know that. So I want to grab a relic or two and then just get away with them and hope from there to boom up and take the win. So 2 villagers immediately to the monastery. For a moment, I go for a second monastery, then realize, no, I will lose the monk fight in the end anyway. Only 1 monastery. You can see res collected. Still, I'm holding on to a slight lead. My eco total, yeah, the work time, slightly in his favor, though. So he's catching up based on the fact that he went up to castle just a little bit later. But I'm adding the second town center. Now, the locations of things are not ideal here. I want to win this game more than almost any game I've ever played, and I'm about to get housed. I get housed all the time. It's a big problem I have. Building a house here. I want to win this game almost more than any game I've ever played. My TC idle time still creeping up. Wood is not there. I am focused on something and not taking care of my idle villagers. It's not great. My TC's going idle. Things could definitely be a lot better. Alright? But I'm focused. I'm over here, dodging the spearman. That's what I'm doing, I remember now. And I'm watching the monk, getting out here, making sure to get things right. You want your worker efficiency to stay around 80%. Mine's down closer to 70% as idle villagers. Oh, this is so bad. Such a long time there. I'm getting the relic in, and I haven't seen anything other than spearmen. And I'm feeling like something's up. I feel like he should have gone for scouts, right? You always go for scouts. It's arena. You want some scouts to deal with the monks. Second monk heading out and finding this relic, realizing, okay, well, that's pretty fortunate. Somehow I'm able to get that relic. I know the spearman is here, so I'm going to head on by, check it out. Now, Jamio-san gathering in a relic of himself. And here's where I notice something's up. Pretty soon here, I'm going to head over. I'm adding a third town center. You can see both of us have a minute of idle TC time. We are not great players. Not ideal. Not ideal. That's why we're at the level that we are. But a chunky boy. Now, do I see it? That actually is a really important question. Whoa. Let's see. Okay. Trying to remember the hotkeys here. Oh, come on. It was definitely, there we go, I got it. It's definitely in my sight. Let's rewind just a bit. Okay, back to forward. Okay, so it's definitely in my sight for just a moment. I don't know that I actually noticed that. But I realized there's something up. He's got a monastery outside. He's got monks out here already. And I'm starting to think something's definitely up. Fortunately, I've been on stone for a while. I'm adding a fourth town center already. Going for the big greedy boom. And I'm getting relics, and I'm really happy about that. This guy, I'm sneaking him around, and he's coming in. But I'm getting rushed. Getting rushed. I haven't noticed this yet, I don't think. And when I notice it, it's going to be quite a moment for me. I don't think... Yeah, I definitely didn't notice it. That fourth town center never would have been built otherwise. So... Boom. I've got 2 armored elephants on my gate. So we not only have a Bengali monk rush, it's a Bengali monk siege rush. Now my idle TC time is about to go nuts. My villager count, I'm up by 7. I want to see how this actually plays out. Drop the barracks quickly. I'm looking at my resource count, and everything's going to go toward getting stone. I realize I need a castle, and that castle has to be close to a town center, and I want to protect the relics. So, I've got to get a castle up somewhere. Don't want him to have villagers in my base. So I delete those guys and realize... Built this barracks and can't do anything with it. Bankrupt myself. Absolutely bankrupting myself for this castle. But you can see he's not making any villagers either. So it's 40 villagers. I've got 45. Deleted a couple of my own. Got 4 relics. Trying to protect the relics with this castle. Protect this whole corner of my eco. That pocket. This pocket, Still a bit exposed. I'm a little worried about that. I didn't make anything out of that barracks because I realized what good would it do? Can't really make anything out of that barracks. Now the crazy part here, my worker efficiency is better than his at the moment. This is craziness right here. I'm doing as much damage as I can, but I'm gonna lose some villagers. Getting them converted. 3 converted already. Castle firing away. I think this TC has to go down, but I'm not too worried about that. I've got 3 others. So I just want to kill these elephants. Trying to buy myself time. If he can't take out my castle, I can survive. Right? Right. So now 44 to 44. Even eco count. He's in my base. He's got 14 eco. I head out here to try to batter these things down, and the monks heal them. Monks healing battering rams. What is this? This is ridiculous. Did not know that was a thing, but I killed that one. Losing Huskarls, but I killed all the elephants. Gonna head back. No. Okay, I go for the monks. This is... Don't do this, okay? Little bit of a misplay here, but I'm buying myself time. Getting the castle up here, and now my economy is protected. I've got 2 town centers over here. I've got a town center over here. The gold mine is safe. 4 relics, safe. But it's a dicey situation now, that's for sure. You can see these 4 relics coming in pretty handy. He's going to head back here with these 2 Huskarls that he got from me. He's got a pretty good KD, for sure. Pretty good KD, for sure. Things are awkward. And like I said, I want to win this game more than almost any game I've ever played in my life. I would normally quit right here. I'm pushed back into my town. He's got monks all over me, but I do have a gold. I have 4 relics. And the guy... Very smartly, he sees the range circle. He knows he can do this. Jamio-san taking the barracks. So, desperation time for me. And I'm thinking, what can I really do? Trying to get my eco back on track. So if you've been pressured and you think you have a better eco, or there's a chance you have a better eco, you always want to get your eco on track right after a big fight. It's always what you want to do. Got massive idle TC time. I'm behind in villagers by several. But I do have the town center lead. I'm ahead here, feels like. This feels like my eco can handle this. Now, I know the next target of his is going to be this monastery, but I also know I can't really do anything about it. I don't have a barracks. I don't have much wood. I'm spending all my wood on other things. So I just expand my range a bit, try to be able to shoot down a little bit more. And see this coming through the walls. Here comes a mangonel. What's he going to do with that? Felt pretty good. Figured he would just launch away at the town center or the monastery. And you can see I'm still behind in villagers, and here he comes once again. This is a great play by him. I thought about trying to add a forward castle. You can see I've got the resources. And I decided against it for a couple reasons. One, he was adding a castle of his own. 2, I realized I couldn't get it up anyway. What was I going to do to get it up? So that decision right there, massive decision. He just melts my monastery. All of a sudden, I don't have my relics anymore. I'm trying to push away his his armored elephants. Able to do so. Running back. Head forward with my Huskarls. Thankfully... upon taking this hit, or think better of it. But that was a massive unnecessary loss. He kills his own Huskarl, his own spearman. Now the fight begins. Now the fight absolutely begins. He's trying to steal my relics, going for a great relic heist. I'm focusing on that with the castle, and I realize my villagers aren't fighting back. I've got Huskarls healing in this castle. This moment is key. Now I'm thinking to myself, I can just put another castle down, but really I can't, because if I lose this castle, how am I going to get another castle down? He's got the military advantage. He's got a mangonel, and I can't do anything about that. So fighting, repairing, fighting and repairing, and look at this. 200, 200, 100, 200, 100, 200, and I hold. It holds up. Nice shot by him with the mangonel. Unfortunately, I'll lose more villagers than I need to, that's for sure, and I'm repairing the castle. It stays up. He's adding a third town center in my town, taking my gold, though. And now these relics? Nobody. So he could take this one, but he can't get the other two. So I got one back. He now has 2 relics, and I have 1. No, he has 1 relic, and I have 1. Eco's at this point 58 to 62, but if you notice, Imperial Age on the way in for me. He's not that far off himself, but I'm already on the way up, bankrupting everything to get to Imperial Age. The market has been my friend, and this back market actually paid off in this game. You can see the score. He's just a bit ahead. I'm not paying attention to the score. I'm looking for any way I can get him out of my base and push back. So here we are, 62 pop on the way, 62 eco on the way to the next stage. Trying to recover my eco. My TC idle time is stalled out. His also stalled out. Was growing there for a bit, but also stalled out. Thought about herbal medicine. Was getting it for just a bit there. I think I cancel it. Decided it wasn't worth it. No, I get it. But I don't even garrison my guys. Intelligent play from me. $50 seconds from Imp. Still behind in economy. Still behind in military. He's got several monks. Those 7 monks are enough to swing the fight massively in his favor. He's got more town centers now. He's up to 4 town centers. I'm down at 3 town centers, so he's gaining on me quick. I look at the score. It looks pretty good. Not sure that he's on the way up, but we're both sitting back. He's got a castle. I've got a castle. We both should be on the way up at this point. Realizing that now, I'm trying to add military soon. Castle comes down. TC idle time going nuts because I need trebuchets. I don't know when he's going to get to Castle Age. He starts repairing. I've got trebuchets coming out. Here we are. Imperial Age, still behind in villagers. But there's always a chance. When you've been all in pushed, there's always a chance as long as you don't die. Because your enemy's economy is not going to be that strong, even though his is better than mine. Treb. Now the question, looking around the map, what can he really do? He needs to really get into something. And he's going for Imperial Age of his own, trebuchets of his own. It's going to try to repair this castle, but I've got 2 castles, remember. This is just a losing fight for him. Second trebuchet on the way out. I did get conscription while I was at it, wanting to get my units able to... Not great for me, not getting that treb out in time. Ecos are only 4 villagers apart. Res collected, he's up by a little bit here, but not too much here. And 3 trebs firing away on this castle. We've got a 4th and a 5th one coming out. Anarchy to get the units out of the barracks. Pikemen coming in. See the elephant, and with that elephant, I know I need to get pikemen. So, go for the elephant conversion. He decides to back away smartly. Huh. I didn't realize I hit the elephant like that. That's great. He steals my monk. This guy. Going for all the monk techs. But I realize this is a good fight for me. He's getting in underneath my castle. I'd fire... Hey, look, if you've got trebs set up behind your castles, use them, man. Use them. They do damage. Taking out monks with these bad boys. 2 kills. Alright? Yeah, I'm going to lose some trebs here. But he's underneath my castles, under my army. He's fighting against me with my pikemen. Trebs, 4 kills. I could have packed them up and ran them. I probably should have, maybe, but I killed 4 monks with them instead. 4 monks, pretty valuable. But now we got pikemen coming out of the barracks. Gotta get more pikemen out, for sure. Pikemen are the key here, and you can see... My eco, not great. His eco, not great. Both of us, or actually just me, idle TC time continuing. But he doesn't run these villagers, and this is a turning point. I think he needed to run these villagers, because now they die. I'm going to get my relics back. Monk already on the way for that. And now it's time to expand my economy. I've got to get my economy to the place where I can be. And he's trying to sneak around here. I see that. I see you. Already building the town center. 88 to 88 on the villagers. Res collected. 31.3k for him, 29k for me. He's ahead there. Idle TC time, he's a bit ahead there, but I do have the relic gold in my favor. And now I have the military count 27 to 0. He's putting down buildings, trying to build an army as fast as he can. It's going to be battle elephants and elephant archers, one of the strongest combos in the game, but he doesn't have the eco to support that. And I am pop capped at 115, headed for it, looking at doing some damage. And it doesn't run these villagers either. He's just throwing away villagers, allowing me to have them for free. Barracks coming down. I know I need barracks. Got a mill dropped here, expanding my farming eco. Town center over here, town center over here. It's time to push. So I know I want to push fast. I want to do my damage before he can recover, because I'm figuring he's going to be recovering behind this. So I got to push as fast as I possibly can. Get the recovery in. Gold running out in my base, and I just am able to get out. Just am able to expand. Still working on gathering in all my relics. I've got 3 of them now. And we're pushing out. Pushing out. Building a nice little army. I wonder if maybe I should have come down there first, but I don't have upgrades. I don't have what I need. Halberdier now in. Got the barracks coming down. Don't know if I have perfusion yet. Perfusion, a pretty key tech as a Goth player to make your army expand faster than ever. I'm still behind in economy. If we look at the economies, I'm still behind. If we look at res collected, I'm still behind. If we look at worker efficiency, I'm still hovering at 70%. I can see the army. I saw that army and I said, I want nothing to do with that. But I think I must have perfusion in, because I said, although in about, I said in 30 seconds, I will want something to do with that. Start trebbing away at this base. Halbs coming out of my barracks. More barracks coming down over here. So now it's time for the Goth flood. Up to 104 villagers. Up to 155 pop. Building houses as fast as I can. Getting upgrades in. See my res. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Although I'm going full halb, so it needs way more on the wood. The food is fine. Here he comes. There's his army. Probably should have launched some treb shots in that while I was at it. It's going for another town center. 4th one for him. You can see the hit points on those chonkers is crazy. 6,000 hit points in that little army. And it's time to go. A head in. Huskarls taking the arrow fire. Halberdiers coming in the back, doing the damage. The Goth flood has arrived, my friends. It's all over for you. He calls the GG, and that is it. That is it. And with that game, 1,404 ELO for the Reverend. Let's check the statistics. I just wanted to share this game with you. I know my games aren't the most exciting because I'm not a good player and I play slow. I'm interested to see my APM in this game because it's a pretty high stress game. Yeah, military stats, I had a better KD, 70 to 36. But the conversion ratio, he got 15, I got 1. I did kill some more buildings than he did, but here's the big stat. 80 military. At the end of the game, I only created 115, but 80 at one point. Res collected, he did still beat me in that 41k versus 37k. More wood, food, and gold. I had a bit more stone. Relic gold was pretty nice with 4 relics. Didn't end up using it for much more than upgrades, but still super nice to have. I did have better timings throughout the game. Beat him to every age, but that was part of his game plan here. This was a key. I had to get that push, get him out of my base so I could expand my economy. Or society stats, he actually had a higher vill count than me at the end of the game. Yeah, he had more vills than me. So, definitely not the way I thought I want it. I thought I want it with economy, but it was timing. Just the timing that I had. And APM, my average APM, 23. Oof. Oh, 23. My peak here, 92 I hit. I don't know what this moment was. 1930. Let's see. Supposed to be able to get... Uh-huh. There it is. All right. See anything happening right through here. This moment may be the moment right there. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, great. Love for you to watch another one at some point. If not, that's fine. All right. I know my games aren't the best. No, it was actually right here. This is the peak moment. This right here. I'm clicking the scout around. I'm clicking the monk around. Yeah. So I click the scout around and go for this monk while I'm clicking this monk and giving him a pathway all the way into the town center. That's what it was. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.